Hello and welcome to the Super Basement Bro Show. My name is Connor. I'm joined by my co-hosts Tanner and Hayson.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going, guys? That was a great open. All right.
How's it go?
So for today's topic, we are actually talking about haunted houses. We're getting into the Halloween spirit a little early.
Spooky season.
October is kind of like a whole spooky season, so it counts. It's fine. But we're going to talk about haunted houses. Haunted houses, and then we're gonna go into talking about we might go over some like scary places and like haunted places across America and whatnot. So if you guys didn't know, the Super Basement Bro Show is an entertainment based podcast where we talk about all things entertainment related, and so in this case it's haunted houses, but on other episodes we talk about movies, video games, pop culture, all that jazz. So if you like what you see, you can tag along for the ride.
Consider subscribing.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. So, haunted houses. I'm just going to say that. What are your guys' first thoughts?
Nightmare on 13th.
Yeah, it's like we're in Utah, so that's like our biggest one around here.
Yeah.
It's like nationally ranked usually, like it's like the best, one of the best haunted houses in the country.
That big billboard that said it for like a long time.
It's one of those things though where it's like, is it just them saying that?
Yeah, that's what I've always been worried about.
Is them saying that, or is it like Fox 13 News saying that?
Yeah,
the best ranked.
It's like when the movie trailers come on, they're like number one in the nation. It's like Yeti or something. It's like one of those weird
It's like the Game of the Year nomination. Like every game wins Game of the Year somewhere.
From some site. Yeah. So
like Batman Arkham City Game of the Year edition.
It's like we can say right now like, oh, Game of the Year is Anthem. And then it's not. But then Anthem could be like Super Basement Bros. Game of the Year. You know,
Game of the Year edition.
Put it on their box art.
No, they couldn't say
that. It comes with one more gun.
No, that is true. That is true.
What is? Oh wait, we can't talk about that.
We got a couple more months actually.
We have some good games coming out still, so we don't know what our Game of the Year are.
Yeah, but haunted houses.
Haunted houses.
Nightmare on 13th is really our biggest connection to haunted houses, I'd say, and kind of our start to it. Like Hayson was saying, we are in Utah. I'd say Nightmare on 13th is probably the most well-known haunted house.
I feel like we have a lot of haunted houses.
We do. I think it's really
probably
popular
have 8 or 9 here.
To give a rundown
Just
off
in
the
the
top
area.
of my head of like the ones that I think most people know about in Utah specifically. There's
When we're
Nightmare on
talking,
13th.
even just Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking, like, general area. We're not even talking about all of Utah.
Yeah.
There's probably even more.
Nightmare on 13th is in Salt Lake City. It's like a castle-based haunted house, basically, with themed rooms. It's really awesome. That one's my favorite by far. Then we got Fear Factory, which is like an abandoned factory that's actually considered a haunted place where people died.
Yeah, it was.
They converted it into a haunted attraction.
Yeah, it was an abandoned factory before.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Haunted Forest.
That's my second favorite.
Haunted Forest is awesome.
Yeah, that's in American Fork, and that's all outdoors, which is cool. Haunted Circus, which is all clown-based. They've been my favorite, but I like it's pretty. It's not as bad as you'd think it would be.
And then you got Castle of Chaos.
Castle of Chaos,
which is actually better now than I've
Castle
ever
of Chaos.
thought.
I went to it once and it was horrible. I hated it.
I went to it a couple years ago, and it wasn't as bad as everyone made it sound. Because I remember everyone always trashing Castle of Chaos, like, oh, it's horrible. But
it has like the 9 different levels of fear or something, where you like slowly go up.
I think the big difference is you can just look up and see like the shop code ceiling. Yeah, and it's like, wait, what the heck is
that? Is true. That
was a big issue I had with even like Fear Factory, because you can see everything that makes it scary. You know, like it's not cool when you can see what makes it like the thing. You know, that's why we love Nightmare on 13th, because it's all hidden. It looks like it's real.
It's like a set. It's like a Disney set almost.
Like you can't look up and see like the spotlight shining down at you and like the insulation of the building. You know, it's just like it's all its own rooms.
So what about haunted houses to you guys is so appealing?
Oh, another one we forgot to mention was Asylum 49.
Yeah, that one's in Tooele. That's a little outside. We'll talk about that one a little later too, because it's on some lists.
Yeah,
but I think like haunted houses for me have always been. So the very first haunted house I went to, I was 6 years old, and it was Nightmare on 13th, which my dad took me. And
would you say that's too young?
I think it was a little too young, and I was crying like a baby. I don't remember too much of it, but there's certain parts of it that
you remember crying the whole time.
I remember crying the whole time. So Nightmare on 13th, they used to have they still do, but they've mixed it up a bit. They have like this giant gargoyle standing in front of the line where you get in, and it's like roaring and blowing out steam. It's an animatronic. That's what's so cool about Nightmare on 13th is they
the production value.
The production value is better than any other.
Awesome.
They do animatronics and stuff like that. But this thing was roaring down, and I remember crying my head off in line. And then
everyone around you was like, "What are you guys doing to this poor child?"
He's like,
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was, I'm the oldest in my family, so I think my dad just didn't know. What
he was like, "Yeah, 6 seems like a good."
He's like, 6 is probably fine for a haunted house, right? You can handle it. And
it's not that bad.
Yeah,
because to us now, it's really not that scary. It's not that bad.
Well, to compare it, to make it even worse, how young you were. The first time I went, I was 12. I was 6 years older than you, and I still pissed my pants. Like, my first year I ever went...
You were bad.
I hated it.
It was bad.
That's right, yeah. Because it was your guys' first year together,
He was his first year ever. And my first year ever. It was both of our first year ever going.
But Hayson was 16.
Yeah, I know.
Or 15.
And
I was older.
I remember we had went, and I was, like, so scared. We were listening to Will Smith's...
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
And oh my gosh. Like, I have, like, Vietnam flashbacks of that day.
Yeah, Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah,
it's a great
like,
Halloween song.
I don't know, like, for some, when I was younger, I was definitely scared of everything. But then, like, something hit. I think I hit, like, 14. That's when I've gone ever since I've been 14.
That would actually be an interesting thing to talk about here later in the podcast is, like
fears.
And, like, what we were scared of. Because
what we were
specifically Tanner used to be scared of green faces. Which is the weirdest thing.
Green face, like,
so Tanner was scared of Shrek, the Grinch,
the Mask,
Skeletor, like anything that had a green face. Tanner was scared of.
And now it's my
Mask. When you were scared of Jim Carrey.
I'm just like Batman, and I accepted my fear. Now it's my favorite color.
Which is, it's just the weirdest fear I've ever heard.
I'm afraid of green.
What a specific fear. Mine. Oh no.
Well, big was it what's that one movie? Signs. Remember that? That was the scariest movie I'd ever watched when I was young.
I love Signs.
And it was
the alien that walks
across that screen terrified me.
Yeah.
That terrified me too. And it's funny. It's funny how that scene specifically pops out to people because that scene to me though is the one that I remember so much when I was young too, because I've watched that movie now and it's not as scary because I've seen it.
I haven't watched it because I'm literally scared to watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
if you watched it now,
I'm sure I could watch it.
No, it's not even a horror.
It's
like a thriller.
It's thriller. It has horror elements, but
because like
that scene, it's so funny because I remember watching that scene too, and it's like ingrained in my memory. Like all the kids are at the birthday party, and they're like pointing.
And the Mexican lady films outside the window.
Yeah, they're like cumpleaños.
So those tall, like it's so tall,
and it just goes
like
walking,
Slender Man,
and it just comes out of nowhere and walks right across the screen. Then they like freeze frame on it. And then Joaquin Phoenix it like jumps out of his seat like, oh my gosh! He like freaks out. It's
I just got chills.
It's terrifying.
And like what I love about that scene too. And sorry guys, this is part of the podcast.
We do this.
We tangent a lot. We'll get back to the topic, but
this is horror. It's fine.
Yeah. It's all themed.
It plays an element into why we're scared.
The horror banner.
Yeah.
But Joaquin Phoenix, his reaction is so like guttural in that scene. I remember because he actually starts laughing. He jumps because he's so scared to where he's like holding his mouth and he starts giggling because he's like so terrified. It's such good acting.
Scared laughing.
And I always put myself in that situation. Like, can you imagine if one day we turn on the TV and every news channel is like, there's some unidentified flying object out here and some sort of creatures we cannot describe, and you watch something like that happen.
Not even a flying object. Dude. They didn't even see that UFO. They literally just saw the alien.
Yeah, well, I mean, but there was like the lights before.
Oh, right.
Earlier in the movie, they're like, there's like these weird lights in the sky. We don't know what they are.
What do you even do?
I know.
No, we've talked about this before, like outside of a podcast. Like, you're screwed. If aliens ever invade,
you're screwed, yeah.
Like, think about it. Like,
I think it depends.
If they ever invaded, that is proof that they are 10 times more technologically advanced than us. Because they found us.
It's one of those things where it's like,
part of crash here.
That's different. Yeah.
Part of me, though, holds on to that, like, that patriotic feeling of Independence Day, though. And it's just
like we nuke them.
We're going to freaking take them out.
We're going to nuke them, and they're going to be like, oh, we have nuke shields.
Yeah.
On each person.
Like, we eat nuke. Like, nuke is what we eat.
Like, instead of water. You fed our queen.
Yeah, you literally just made us stronger.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I've always thought about, like, a potential alien invasion. And, like, part of me, like, holds out hope that I'm like, can we have a moment like the freaking president in Independence Day and being like,
we will have the best defenses you've ever seen.
Wait, isn't that the plot of the second one? That the nukes feed the queen?
I don't remember. The second one was not as good.
No, it was.
I don't think it feeds the queen though.
But I remember there was something where it makes it stronger.
I remember the queen. You actually see the queen on like Earth though.
Yeah, it comes
like,
running down. It's
really
at the
cool.
Salt Flats.
Yeah, that's really
in
cool.
Utah. Another shout out to Utah.
They're always in the Salt Flats because in the first one they go to the Salt
They go
Flats.
to that Will Smith. That's where he punches the alien. He's like, "Welcome to Earth,"
Which is weird because that's where they all of a sudden find Area 51 on the Salt Flats.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
But speaking of, the Area 51 raid, very disappointing.
Oh my gosh. but there was that one hero, the legend, who Naruto ran.
He did run behind the camera. At least one person had to do it.
Why didn't he jump over the fence? Come on. You think...
Just jump over the fence. All we needed was one casualty.
It's shocking that with the amount of people...
Not one crazy person.
Yeah, with the amount of people we have in America, not one person... Not one. With the amount of crazies we have, decided to jump over the fence.
There's literally people daily who jump the fence to the White House just to like crap on the field. Like not one person was just willing to like hop the fence for Area 51.
I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't, because like they probably could have got shot.
Yeah,
but you'd think somebody would like hop on the fence as a joke or something, but nobody even did that.
No,
like,
nobody even dared to get even that close. The closest guy was some guy who went up to one of the officers and like pointed at him, and he was like shaking. He was like, "Don't kill me,
please don't hurt me."
Going back to haunted houses though, Nightmare on 13th specifically is like super nostalgic for me too. So one of the memories I have of being in line at Nightmare on 13th, this is probably like my third year, so going back to what I was saying, I was 6 years old the first time I went. I've gone every year since. There hasn't been a year I've missed. So I've been going for 15 years now, which is insane. But like I think the third or fourth year I went, there was another moment that's ingrained in my memory of we were standing in line and we're waiting and it's cold and I think kind of rainy, and all of a sudden we hear honking drive by because there's a road right by it. And we look over and there's this dude sticking his butt out the window.
Did you go the next year after you cried?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy mooned.
I think I was kind of forced again. I'm so glad I did, going back to that, my dad taking me, because I think it made me like not as scared. Like, and I love horror stuff. Horror is one of my favorite genres, and video games too. Like I love that genre, and so I think it's something that's made me like it a lot more. But some dude was like freaking mooning the entire line, honking by. I think somebody was driving, and then somebody had their butt out the window.
It was the driver.
Yes. So we have like this running inside joke now, never to look if somebody honks by, because there's going to be someone mooning.
Yeah. And some really quick trivia about Nightmare on 13th. It's actually super cool. They're on the 13th Street.
Yeah.
So it's 13, Nightmare on 13th.
I've always thought they've had a clever name.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street combined together. Mm-hmm. And they're on 13th Street, as you said. So and
a big reason we love Nightmare on 13th is not only is it nostalgic for all of us, but we consider it the best haunted house. And not necessarily because we'll have
at least that I've been to.
And we'll have to talk about this more towards the end of the podcast of what is the best and what we consider the best, because we're not even talking about the scariest, because Nightmare on 13th may not be the scariest haunted house, but I consider it the best. Production value, look, feeling, everything, like, and
it's honestly like obviously not quite on the same level, obviously, because I'm referring to Disney here. But it is like they're like the Disney-fied version of a haunted house, where they put in so much production value into what they're doing. Like even something we haven't mentioned yet is my favorite thing about Nightmare on 13th is at the very beginning, once you get in, they have a theater room every year that they re-theme and have like animatronic characters. Like the first year I went, it was Beetlejuice and the Crypt Keeper, and they're sitting there bantering with each other. They write all their own dialogue for it, and they go over like this whole show. It's like an entire Disney like show, and every year it's changed. I mean, some years.
What is it lately now? Because
lately it's been like Ghosts. Remember, it's like
Isn't it Saw the one that's making the ghosts come out? Who is it?
No, it's Crypt Keeper again. They brought Crypt Keeper.
Oh,
back.
That's right. Because they haven't had. They used to have the coolest one, which was Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger was awesome.
Because there was a giant furnace to your left, and you wouldn't expect anything to happen from it. But then, like, halfway through the show, they're like claws, and then he'd like pop out.
Like an animatronic Freddy Krueger would come out, which is so cool.
But it was like so awesome.
Mm-hmm. And they've had different like hosts for that theater room over the years and stuff. I think they had Jigsaw before. I mean, The Ring's been a part of it, but not like the host.
That was, oh my gosh. The year I went, you guys even said the year I went was the scariest year.
It was a scary year
because they had the freaking ring in the theater room, and she like raised from the bed.
One of the coolest scares I've ever seen. I still don't quite understand how they did it. I mean, maybe it's just because I was younger and I didn't comprehend what was happening. But they had the ring, they had a TV in a pure pitch black room, and then all of a sudden, like, she just appeared. Like, I don't remember exactly. Like, she came.
Remember, it was like a dark room, and she was sitting down watching the TV, and it was like a fly on the TV, like from the other side, like something creepy, and then like it went dark for a second, and she was in front of you.
Yeah.
Like,
really, I don't know how they did. I mean, they might have had just two, obviously, like stunt doubles.
Well, now the coolest thing they have is like the mirror effect, where it looks like it's just a pole.
Oh my gosh!
And then
yeah,
or something, and then
the
like
room
they're
we always
hiding.
talk
They're
about.
hiding in the back corner.
Whenever we bring somebody new,
you can't see them, and you walk by the pole, and they're right there.
Well, and it's insane because like
I forgot about that room.
We don't even know what it is. It's got to be like glass or something.
It's a mirror. Yeah, we looked at it
because you can't see yourself though. It must be like a two-way mirror because you can't. see
I think
yourself.
it's angled though, so you see like the wall. And
right, because like it's so crazy. Because every time we bring somebody new, we always wait till we get to that room because we're like, it's insane.
Yeah,
like you literally, it's an empty room.
So to
like,
kind of explain it to you guys, it's like a pole. Not in the middle room,
it's
but
like in the
back
corner,
of the room.
Back corner.
And it's a thin pole. Like nobody could be hiding behind it.
Yeah.
Like no way.
No.
But what they do is they disguise it to where like the other side of it is like a mirror or like something.
A glass. Like
I don't even know.
Something.
But they have a guy hiding behind it to where he can then pop out on the other side and scare you.
Well,
he has,
remember,
like,
there's a recliner on the other side that starts to shake that distracts you. So you're like, and then the guy pops out of nowhere where you could think, oh, there's no way there's a person there. But there is. Like, there's a freaking dude just randomly out of the blue. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's freaky. That's one of my new favorite rooms, and the lead up to it is awesome, too, because they have, like, it's like Haunted Mansion. Like, you're going up, like, this staircase, and they got, like, lightning going, and then there's paintings on the side of the wall.
The best room that they ever got rid of was the cool down room, which is Pirates of the Caribbean, which is crazy. They had a Pirates of the Caribbean. Waterfall? Yeah, because now it's the devil. Now it's like the demons.
Yeah, it's hot.
It feels hot. It's super hot. Sucks. And it's not even scary because like there's the big demon that comes out and like shakes at you. Remember, it used to be like a squid hand. It used to be like a squid arm. So you'd like walk down and there was like a weird miniature skeleton Jack Sparrow sitting on a branch, and he's like, "Welcome, mateys," or something.
Yeah, it was super cool. It's
they
really...
should make it like a Yeti room or something, like something really cold.
That's
the biggest thing.
Yeah,
because through that whole haunted house, you're hot.
It's hot.
Oh yeah.
But then you go through that room and it's like, oh, okay, and this is relaxing because there's nothing really scary there.
No.
Yeah.
It's such a nice room, too, because it's funny. It's always there, and it's awesome because it's water-based, usually. I mean, not anymore. They changed it.
It's like fire-based.
Yeah, it's like fire-based.
They have like fire shooting out.
But you're going down like these really steep
like
steps.
magma.
I think that's why they don't have any scares, because you're literally going these steps. If someone fell, it'd be
yeah!
Like, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
But you're going down these steps, and then you like turn around the corner, and you go into like a little cave area. But...
Well, and then at the end of the cave area, there's like a dark room where they have like a giant devil that comes like swinging at you and it like shakes, you know, like the big weird things. That section is awesome because remember, right after that room is the spinning room. You walk out of that room and it's the spinning room. That whole section is awesome.
It's one of those things where it's like I love comparing it to like survival horror games for me because there's always like safe rooms in survival horror games where you know nothing can get to you and you're just feeling safe and the music's kind of calm. And those rooms remind me of that where it's like, okay, I've entered this room. I'm good for me. I can take a breather, just going through, kind of enjoying what I'm seeing, and then you go back into the action, you know, get ready for what's happening next.
Even the spinning room's like that because there's not scares. I know there is a guy that will stand behind you with like a mask.
Yeah,
but he won't like.
He's mostly there, I think, just to watch
and for safety.
People aren't like falling
jumping
off the edge. Yeah,
because it literally makes you feel like you need to jump off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a common thing with certain haunted houses, but like
they've started doing it a lot.
There's a spinny room where like everything's rotating around you, and it used to not affect me, but it started to affect me.
I think as you get older.
Yeah, I can go through it now better than I could when I was young.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. See, for me, it's the opposite. Yeah, for me, I used to be able to walk straight through. I'd be like, what's the big deal? And then now it actually gets me. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I actually get kind of dizzy.
What I will say, like, you're right about it maybe being a more common thing now. But Nightmare on 13th has the best one I've seen.
Yeah.
Because most of them, like, shake and you can almost tell it's like
and
like rocks will poke through and it looks like...
Almost looks like paper.
Forest has one.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can tell, paper, like, and there's light at the end of it and you're just like, this...
Yeah, it's not affecting me.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like the border they have, it almost looks like paper.
And it kind of like the wind will blow through it to where
like,
it kind of like molds weird. Mm-hmm. But Nightmare on 13th is so good.
Yeah, it's like a wall.
It's like a wall, and it's got like stars on it. Like little like star like glowy things.
It makes it seem like you're in a dream.
And and if you watch them, you like start to like jump over, and you're like, frick.
Yeah.
It's so weird that it does that. Like, why? Like, why do you want to jump? Like, why does it make you want to like get over?
Kill yourself.
Like, kill yourself.
It's trying to trick you.
It's like,
I want to do it.
Decrease the population. At the bottom, there's like spikes.
There's another room where it's one of my favorite rooms. They have the glass fall.
Don't you love this one, Tanner?
The heights room, and then it pushes you off. Like you're walking across like a narrow path, and it makes it look like it's an endless drop.
Yeah.
And it pushes you to the glass, which is awesome.
And I still don't trust it. Like to this day, I will never touch it because like it's just that fear, you know. Yeah. Like real quick segue to Fear Factory. That's the coolest room they have. Is the two factories connect with a bridge, and remember the whole floor is glass. Mm-hmm. And the freaking pig guy was like pushing my back. He was like,
that was
hilarious.
He was like pushing me, and I was like freaking.
I'm not even that.
The thing is, that was real heights.
Yeah.
That wasn't even fake heights. That was like a great floor
legit.
that you're looking down through.
That's like legit. If that thing fell,
yeah.
Versus at Nightmare on 13th, I'm sure.
Did you end up getting on your hands and knees at any point?
No.
He really did. He just ran for his life.
No, because I was literally like resisting until like I got like halfway. Because the pig guy was being so rude. I'm sorry. He was just like pushing me. He was like, "No, like you're going." I'm like, "Come on."
That's part of the fun, though.
Yeah, I know. So I just ran.
That's what it's about.
Like, ah! I just like closed my eyes or something.
Facing your fears.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the point of a haunted house, really.
Real fast segue talking about fears. What would you guys say like when you were younger was your biggest fear? Fears are different when you're adults. I feel like.
Should we jump to that, or should we do that as like a whole episode? Because I feel like there's a lot.
I guess that's true. I'm just gonna share.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. It could be an episode. I'm just gonna share one of my absurd ones when I was a kid. Mine was like balloons.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think it was loud noises.
But
it was loud noises.
Yeah.
Well, like more broad, it was loud noises, but specifically more balloons.
Balloons, I was scared of because people would like tease me about pop. In fact, Hayson did it one time. I have such a vivid memory of being at Hayson's house, and I was so pissed because he had a balloon, and we were in his living room, and he was like, "I'm gonna pop it," and he was like sitting on it, and so I'm like, "You suck," and I was so scared it was gonna pop. But yeah, like. I used to be scared to be out front listening to fireworks too. I'd like watch them from inside because I just hated the loud noise.
Well, now I'm scared because they're going to shoot at us.
Now I'm afraid.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Our neighbors will just set them out and the area will shoot into our freaking...
Like our freaking... one of our neighbors that we grew up with, freaking whatever his name is, sitting there and he gets a freaking firework shot at his chest and he's like crawling backwards and it explodes.
And his guts just went everywhere.
It went into his mouth.
His entire family just blew up. We were like, what the?
There was blood everywhere. It was insane. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
I don't know if you guys heard about it. It was a pretty big deal.
There were like 7 people.
Which store in Utah?
And what really happened is like it burnt his wrist.
Yeah.
Or like his
like
chest
his ankle.
Or
Yeah.
I think he was fine.
Well, he got like 3rd-degree burns, but not all everywhere.
I don't even think
it was like in slight spots. He got like really bad burns, but like that's it.
Yeah.
Idiot.
It was funny though because like if I don't know if other people encounter these issues, but like aerial fireworks, you have to put up a border around them.
We didn't have aerial fireworks.
I don't know if they're legal.
No.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and
Utah.
Now the first couple of years we never had an issue. So everyone in our circle, we have it.
It was just the stupid.
We're in like a big circle with tons
like
of people, and it's
yeah.
like a competition who can have the bigger fireworks.
Yeah.
And everyone would just put them down.
Yeah,
and then
because they were just stupid like.
And then like a year later,
it was the first year with aerials.
No, it was like the second year with aerials.
Yeah,
because the first year nothing happened.
So
that's why no one put the thing down, and then it just tips over and it just launches at them.
Well, because they're so powerful. It's like launching, and so it like launched one and that tipped over.
Yeah.
The funniest part was Hayson's dad, our uncle, is like the most serious guy. You know, like he never usually will say much or like scream. Like literally. The fireworks go. He's like, hit the deck! And everyone. Like,
and I've never seen Jason move so fast. He was like, whoa, and he went flying. He was like
grabbed Maggie.
He like grabbed or like covered them like a freaking super.
The funny part is like everyone just stood still except for me and Connor.
Yeah,
we like flipped our chairs backwards.
We like went back. We went.
I'm pretty sure
inside.
I was the only one that was like laughing. And I felt bad after because I realized how serious it was because everyone was like freaking out. And I'm sitting there laughing and Tanner and Hayson like run inside. They're like...
It was sketch. I mean, like, it was an aerial firework.
It was a dangerous thing.
Right at us, and it exploded right into our...
Yeah.
There's multiple shots on most of them. Like, they keep firing out. So this thing was, like, pointed right at us.
And then, like, when it explodes, the sparks even will, like, spark multiple...
Well, they're big explosions, too. It's like, boom! And it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know how none of us got injured at all. I mean, not that we'd be serious injured, but I'm shocked none of us got, like, a burn or something.
Well,
like,
someone did. Just not
someone did, just not in our family.
We don't care about it.
But, yeah, that was insane. And like Hayson was saying... Those fireworks, we didn't have aerials forever
allowed in Utah.
Like, they weren't allowed. They were illegal until just a few years ago.
Well, and people would, of course, like drive all the way to freaking like Nevada to get.
Wyoming was a big one.
Yeah, but like now you don't have to do that.
Now it's nonstop all night long.
I'm curious how many states aerials are allowed.
Yeah, I know because we're saying it, and there might be people out there that are like,
yeah,
how the frick are you guys allowed to do that?
Or like, how the frick did you guys not have that allowed? You know?
Yeah.
Depending on the state, I guess.
I mean, I can see why now after what I've experienced because it happened again one time.
Yeah, our neighborhood has gotten smart to where everyone like puts things around.
No, it tips over now, but like it tips over inside of the things where it's like...
Oh, and it'll explode
in
the
explodes
in there. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had it, thank goodness, where it somehow falls out. I mean, there's no way it could fall out now.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, one thing that annoys me with aerials is you get those fireworks where they explode and then like tons of dust comes out and dirt
and like pieces of the capsules will like hit you and they're like burn. It like
it's not a fun holiday.
No, it's just Americans exploding things.
We do best.
Yeah, and eating burgers and exploding things.
I do want to do a holiday episode where we talk about the holidays and like which one's our favorites.
Yeah.
We could even make it a deathmatch.
The truth is, I love 4th of July and I love fireworks.
Christmas versus Thanksgiving.
Halloween.
I can say it right now. It's Halloween. Halloween, but
I do love 4th of July though. 4th of July is cool.
Yeah, 4th of July is awesome.
It's a tough one. Halloween's my favorite, and then Christmas. But
I mean,
we'll save it.
Yeah, Halloween's.
I mean, come on. That's why we're doing these episodes.
Like, look at this.
Yeah,
Halloween. 3 Halloween Skyline.
Halloween's the best. Going back to haunted houses, though.
Yeah, we started talking about 4th of July.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about Nightmare on 13th?
I mean, I have tons. Like, one of my most vivid memories is, like you said, the gargoyle. But my first year was the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
So they always have... One thing that Nightmare on 13th has that I've still never seen. Because some other haunted houses have tried, and they have, like, kind of okay animatronics. Nightmare on 13th are good. Like, they have the Headless Horseman one where he's, like, on the horse, and he's, like, and stuff, and it's super cool, and they're, like, moon was behind him. Mm-hmm. And that was the first one I experienced, was the Headless Horseman. And then the next year they had the gargoyle again, but then now they have, like, a permanent dragon, which is freaking sick.
Yeah.
And it makes the Skyrim dragon sound, and it's, like, sitting up top.
Well, now one of my favorite things Nightmare on 13th done is they've created an entire courtyard in front of their where their line is
with all the animatronics.
You take pictures and it looks awesome. It looks like Evermore kind of.
Yeah.
With like lighting wise, and then they got tons of animatronics.
Well, and instead of switching out the animatronics like they used to, now they just have all of them. Mm-hmm. But the dragon's the permanent one right there. They got the gargoyle on the entrance.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the way they have it now, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. And
then they have the big, huge, the ones that don't move, but the big, huge, like, pumpkin guys that have, like, the claws that you can take pictures with. And It's so sick. I'm sorry, but, like, that's awesome.
And then we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the final room of Nightmare on 13th, which is always
classic.
The Chainsaw Man.
But it's always different. They seem to change it a lot, where it's not the same kind of room, but it's the same
the room itself is different, but it's always the last room you go into. It always has a chainsaw guy.
Which one of you guys is the one that can always find the door? Is it you or you?
I think it's
probably me, but I don't know. I think we all kind of just...
The truth is, what sucks is since we're in such a big room, or such a big group, as soon as somebody finds it, everyone's just like...
Everyone just files it.
Instead of like everyone being confused and like, what the heck? We're in like a group of like 7. So
it'd be cool if they made it kind of like curtains. And it's just a wall behind it, and then once you find it, you just walk through it, and no one knows that it's like it's right there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And it's like super dark.
Or they should make it like floor, and it like ejects you down.
It's like a slider.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If
like
you fail,
it, it's like
that'd be cool. Or if you fail, there's like a bunch of different doors, and the chainsaw guy's like, if you fail, like you'll drop.
And you have to start.
And you don't know which one it is. So as soon as you open a door, it's like boom, and it drops one of your members down, and you're like, and then you like
go
slowly drop down. And then there's one person left, and it's like you.
There are so many fun ideas I think haunted houses could try that I'd love to see them do.
Yeah,
but I don't know logistically.
One thing that they do, I think, where they use a lot of those ideas is in an escape room. Because Nightmare on 13th did an escape room. Mm-hmm. And that's where they were able to use some of those ideas where they're like, it's a little more like fantastic. Yeah. Where they can't just do it where there's like hundreds of thousands of people moving in through the haunted house and they have to make it like 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know?
That pirate room was fun. I can't believe we actually beat it.
Oh yeah, I know. I was glad we did. She gave us extra time because we found a mouse.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. We actually did cheat.
Yeah.
But that was
she didn't want us to sue them, so she's like,
we were like, is this part of the thing? Oh no, it's just an actual mouse.
Yeah, we were just joking around, like putting it in our mouth and stuff. Look, I'm eating a mouse, and she's like, no, that's real.
Stop!
And then our aunt went to the hospital, so no.
Yeah,
she's dead. Rest in peace.
She's dead. Rest in peace.
I can't say that. That was like real.
It's not. But what's cool about the chainsaw room is, like Hayson was saying, I don't know if they do it the last couple years, but it used to be just usually like a plain white room.
Yeah, like the insane asylum.
It's all wall. Yeah. It's like there's no door, but there's a hidden door in the wall somewhere that you have to try and find while he's like chasing you around. It's really cool.
Well, in some years they had where it was like a pure black room, and to trick you, there was an arrow pointing down and it's like exit this way, and it was like a tube.
Yeah, it would trick you.
And then you'd like go to do it, and it was just like a painting, and you're like frick, and then you'd try to find the wall. I think the coolest one was when it was white because it was all like cushions. Remember? So it was harder to find the wall.
Yeah, when it was all white, it was harder to find it. Yeah. But then they also added at Nightmare on 13th the like extreme rooms. I think they call them extreme.
Oh, those ones are cool now.
But the one they just added, they were gone for a while, but they brought them back, and now it's just like it's pitch black. You guys remember we did it last year, and it's like there's
kind of cool.
It was awesome.
It's cool, but
it was awesome.
I think what it does
you can't see anything.
It's cheap for them.
Yeah,
it's make dark and it's just rooms.
Well, I'm sure they don't even add that much because I know there was some aliens because sometimes it would like flash lights and you could see them like above. Like,
oh really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, me and Parker noticed because we were so curious because we kept touching like slimy stuff. Like they had like slimy stuff that was on the wall.
Yeah, it was gross. Like, there was definitely like wet stuff, and then things would like drop in your face sometimes.
And people would scream at you and be like, "You're going the wrong way!
Yeah,
you're going the wrong way!" Oh my gosh. It was awful. Me and the truth is like me and Gracie when we were at Gardner Village the other day. Like you try to close your eyes for a while and try to find your way. It's like scary, even just in like a normal day, because you begin to like question if there's something in front of you or not. And that's how it was the entire time.
Yeah,
you're like you're literally like hoping there's a wall. You're
the workers must have like night vision goggles on, right?
Or something.
Because they're not just sitting there in the dark the entire time like. Go away!
And then as soon as they touch somebody, they're like, ah!
they get scared.
Yeah, I want that job. She's like,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Tom.
No, that literally happened. I don't know if that happened to you, but that happened to Gracie.
What?
Like she was like it wasn't like a grab, but it was like a quick.
You could sue them.
No, I know it was like a quick like ooh.
Oh, it was like an accident.
Yeah, because you could tell because it was like a.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't like a.
Whoops! My bad.
Grab my nuts.
Yeah, no, that.
I tear down your pants. That's what the extreme room's
getting
on.
like undressed. You're like, oh!
You're like, what's going on?
Help me!
It's my worst nightmare. Right? It's like my worst nightmare.
Oh my God.
No, I get it. Exactly.
Experience your worst nightmare.
You get in there, it's pitch black, they just rip off your pants, chain you up, and you're like, what's going on?
Help me!
It hurts. They make like your family watch. They let you out.
And then they let you out.
And everyone,
like, hey,
and you come, and everyone comes out of the room like, and then the people are like, was it that good? Don't touch me.
You're like, well, we
have to do
that.
it.
And the workers are like, hey, thanks for coming, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Well, all right. That was an interesting direction. That speaking of that, though, something I wanted to bring up with those haunted houses, a lot of them have modes you can do where you can get touched. Yeah. Which, have you guys ever done that? Because I haven't.
Well, I mean, technically, extreme rooms, you could get touched. Remember,
technically, yeah.
The lady did say at the beginning, she's like, they won't, like, excessively grab you.
They won't
but
pull
they can
you.
touch.
Yeah.
Like, they can, like...
But, like, so, for example, like, Asylum 49, you can get taken.
When you have
anywhere.
to sign like a waiver.
A waiver. Well, even Castle of Chaos, they have this thing where, and Fear Factory does it too. If you wear a glow stick like around your neck or around your arm, then it gives them permission to like touch you in some way or like pop up behind.
Like, of course, it's not like in a bad way, but they can like touch.
No,
you.
they can touch you wherever they want.
You gave me permission. You're wearing the glow stick. Oh, she's wearing.
But
like it's free.
Would you guys do a room like that or a haunted house like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do a Silent
It's
49
scary though.
because
I've never done it. It kind of freaks me out.
I had a friend in high school that she did it, and I remember she told me about it. And she said it was like traumatic because it was her and her brother, and they literally like grabbed her brother, like hauled him into a room, like dragged him into a room by his like arms. He's like, help! And then they shut the door and they like tortured him. They like tortured him. Like, of course they didn't like hurt him, but they were like, it was like a pitch black room. They were like
They're pulling off his fingernails.
No, they were like screaming in his face like constantly until she found him. And then when she found him, she had to like rip him away from them. Oh my gosh! Like I heard it's awful.
Yeah, like would you guys do a Silent 49?
I don't know if they could pull me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I give up.
He's too fat.
They like grab your arm.
Here's
like,
the thing.
I
think part of the,
I give up.
if I'm not mistaken, part of the waiver they say you can't like resist. So like if they try to pull you or take you away somewhere, you have to go along with it.
Oh, you can't resist.
Well, no. I think what they mean is you can't like physically resist. Like you couldn't like punch them. Like you can like resist. Like they're like grabbing you. You could like resist.
Screw your chair.
Like squeaking.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm pretty sure you can like resist to try to get out of their grip, but you can't like punch them. Like get off me!
All the workers just have black eyes at the end of every shift.
I hate this job. I need to get paid more.
No, but for real, like if you guys would you guys do a Silent 49?
No, I've been wanting to do a Silent 49.
So should we do it this year?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I haven't is because it's expensive.
Here's the thing. I would.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really expensive because it's so it's like Nightmare, but the only difference is, you know how Nightmare you get kind of pushed along, so it'll be around 40 minutes anyway because there's people behind you, you know, and you're constantly moving. It's like hallways. A Silent 49 can be up to like 3 hours. Because it's experience.
It can be longer.
You have to get out yourself.
It opens at, I think, like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they say you can be in there until close, which is around midnight.
Because literally, it's up to you how long it takes.
Well, no, and they can hold you, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
if
unless you escape.
And you can't get out, they'll hold you till midnight until closing, and then they'll let you out.
Like, unless you escape, you're in there.
And you sign a waiver up front, so they can legally do all that.
And it's too bad, because I do know in the past, I heard that they used to give out shirts if you escaped. I don't think they do it anymore, because since so many people do it now. That would have been so sick.
Okay, keep talking. I want to show you guys the website for Silent 49.
Because, like, that'd be sick. I survived a Silent 49. Like, that'd be
I bet you could buy them, though.
I'm sure
you could buy it if you get out or something.
Right. Because, like, even, like...
Do they just have, like, a giant room with tons of people that are like, oh, well...
Like, tied up.
They're stuck there.
I'm going to wait till they close.
So
they have to kick me out.
So listen to this. This is Silent 49's official website, and they are freaking savages, dude. So here's the rules. So number 1, you can be touched, grabbed, separated from your group, detained in small dark areas, and left strapped into a metal bed and worked on by the crazies. 2, if you can't handle rule number 1, then don't come, wimpo. What the heck? And then you can't touch the actors or the props unless we throw something at you. What the heck? Then, by all means, put your hands up. You will look stupid getting hit in the face with a prop. What the heck?
They can just like throw balls at you and just be like,
or something like a sword.
This is so savage, dude. We do not recommend small children or immature adults or pregos.
You're so weird.
If you think that your kids are too young, and their freaking grammar is horrible too, like they're spelling things wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on purpose.
Then they are too young. Leave them at home. Nobody wants to see your little kid bawling their eyes out or hyperventilating. What's wrong with you? I just can't believe how savage this thing is. It's not letting me scroll. I want to see.
Oh, and another scary thing I've heard about Silent 49 is it's surrounded by like nothing. It's like in the middle of like nowhere.
Yeah, it's out in Tooele. So, and here's the scary thing about Silent 49. Real fast, I'm gonna read. So, Reader's Digest has 15 best haunted houses in America. Their number 1 is the Silent 49. And this is what they have to say about it, because they talk about the history a bit. So
credit to them.
Yeah, so there are some secret hospitals, or there are some secrets hospitals don't want to tell you, but being haunted usually isn't one of them. Asylum 49 used to be Tooele's hospital and then a nursing home before converting entirely into a haunted attraction.
So many people died there.
Oh my gosh, isn't that terrifying?
Yeah, and it talks about how there was nurses and workers there who have testimonials of like seeing dark shadows and encountering spirits and all sorts of weird stuff. Like, I mean, I don't really believe in that.
Too bad for the workers who have to work there, because it's like when you go for an experience, you're only there for a little bit. Then there's people who have to be there like all day.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, and then
so do you if you can't get out.
No, yeah, for real.
There are no refunds, you cheap bastard. It's not a cheap 38,000. Oh, come on. Square foot haunt.
Yeah. No, and I've heard the price. It's like 30 something for a person.
Why? This is bugging the crap.
Like that's the only reason I haven't gone, because I was
about how much Nightmare is though.
Now, because like you can get Nightmare for pretty cheap. They had like 25 fire cells for like $12.
How much did you say Asylum 49 is?
It's like 30 something bucks.
Oh, that's not
per
bad
person.
at all. That's how much normal haunted houses.
Because Nightmare just had the fire cell where they're like, oh, $12.
Yeah, I mean you can get deals for cheaper, but standard haunted house price, if you don't do any coupons or anything like that, it's like
25, $30.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because like I always wanted to go like on a date there or anything, but like it's really expensive. Like it's like $60 just to go for 2 people. I'm like, no.
Looks like they're going to be doing a ghost hunt thing, which is coming soon, which is interesting.
That's cool.
But
I don't know if I want that.
I think we should try it. Because if we never try it, look, we're gonna get to the point where we're too old.
Too old? You can't be too old.
Well, no, because look, we're gonna have kids. We're gonna have
We'll take the kids. It'll be hilarious.
But like, we got to do it now.
The only thing is if we went, I would only feel comfortable going like with us.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
I wouldn't want to bring anyone.
No, I'm not letting my girlfriend go.
Yeah,
no, I don't want guys taking her away, locking her up in bed.
Exactly. I'd be like, what the?
Because we are in Utah.
Like, it's even freaky just the idea of us going and like if we got separated, because the thing is I had a friend,
and if we all go together, if one of us gets stuck, we all have to wait till close.
Yeah, exactly.
Like to get him out.
Because that's what happened to my friend. My friend went one time with his brother, and he said that they went right around 7:00, and he got out within an hour, and he said his brother didn't get out till like 11:00. Like he was waiting for him in the car, or just like by the exit.
Well, because I've heard like, and I don't know if this is true, but from like through the grapevine from people at school and stuff, I've heard that like they'll even like bury you alive. Like, of course, not like under a lot of feet, but they'll like put you in like
that's
a box or a coffin, and then like shovel stuff on front and like on top of you.
How like?
And then like you'll be sitting there, and like you can't. You have to like use full force because it's not enough.
Dude,
to, like,
I want to know
you.
like the exact rules of this
Oh
thing,
my
because
gosh.
it's like it's one of those things where, you know, in my head I'm thinking I can outrun these guys. I can get away. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Like if I tried to actually.
Well,
like,
I know
I can't.
We have
punch
experience.
them. I know I can't punch them and stuff.
But I could
like
just not go.
If I could, yeah, no, but like
no,
I could,
just not let them take me. Just
yeah,
you can't.
Or just like shove them off. Not shove them, but just like don't touch me. Like, get off me. Like no, try to drag. Like what do you guys? You can't all
because it says that you can't physically touch them. You can't touch the work. It doesn't say you can't resist. Like you can't like not.
Well, I'm sorry too. It's like. I mean, I guess maybe not. I wonder if they could sue me. Like, if I got too violent with them, could they sue me?
No, I mean,
you're signing
you do sign a waiver.
You are signing a waiver saying you are not going to resist, or you're not going to fight back, or anything.
And I think we should, if we go, we should read the waiver very closely to make sure that we don't be stupid and
because that's what I'd be worried about.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be worried my adrenaline would kick in, and I'd like.
I think it would be such a fun experience though, because look, we all like horror stuff. Like, and we all have experience. Like, we play video games. We know how to do this kind of stuff. We play video games. Look, if your friend got out in an hour, I bet it's because he's got experience. He knows what to do in this kind of situation. We've been preparing for this our whole life.
So they also have slides, I've heard.
I have never prepared to be buried to death.
Yeah, no.
I do it every night.
Have you guys seen or heard of the movie with Ryan Reynolds where he gets buried alive? It's called Buried.
Yes. Yeah,
and it's literally most of the movie he's
just in a
buried.
coffin, under the ground.
Oh, it sounds horrifying.
It's terrifying,
Yeah.
It would be.
That would be one of my worst nightmares. Being buried alive. Holy frick.
You're stuck, and plus the oxygen, you can't breathe.
The end of it's awful, too.
Like, is it? I don't even think
he's
I've
just
seen
died. He's already in a coffin, so.
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it. But
it's a terrifying ending. But
the skeletons come out.
The worms start like.
No, there's no like unnatural
maggots.
thing. It's like some guy buries him.
It's all legit.
And then
Like
they give him a phone so he can contact people. But then like the end happens.
Probably doesn't even work really, right? Yeah. Underground.
Well, it does.
Wait.
It does work.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
But how do you even describe
government.
where you're at?
That's the thing. He contacts the government and they ping the phone.
Oh man.
All right, I'm just gonna spoil.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'm not.
So they ping the phone. Okay, and he's running out of oxygen.
Spoilers
at this point.
For buried.
He's running out of oxygen at this point, and at the end, they're like, "Yeah, we found you. We're digging you up right now."
Not him.
And it's not. It's not in the right spot, and he dies.
Oh my god.
Of suffocation.
That's horrible. That would suck so bad. Can you imagine being so happy? Oh my gosh, they're buried. And then no.
And then they're like, "Is this you?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah, that'd be so defeating.
And then you just run out of oxygen and die.
It's suffocating.
What I've heard of Psalm 49 though is that there's actually like slides too in the place. Like there's almost like secret rooms that you can go in because you explore this thing on your own. From what I understand, they put you in, and it's not like Nightmare on 13th where you're kind of in a train, like a line train where you're just kind of following.
Yeah, because it's hallways.
Yeah, it's like it's like a legit hospital. Like you go around this place and you're trying to
very
find a way out.
linear. You got a specific path.
Nightmare on 13th.
Yeah. Nightmare on 13th. It's just like, but Silent 49 is like an RPG.
It's RPG. It's you go where you want.
Go.
But it's
not really. They take
they
you
can
where
control
they want.
you. Yeah, and that's the scary thing though is I feel like we could figure it out if we all stuck together. We're just like
we could do it,
huddled together. And we're like we are freaking fine.
No, we could do it because the great thing, the reason why I've heard it so much fun too is because it's a mix of a normal haunted house and a escape room.
Dude, I don't like the idea though of them being able to throw stuff at me.
It really is terrifying. That's terrifying.
Oh my god!
Like what are they throwing?
They throw an axe at you.
Yeah, or they throw like freaking something heavy, like a metal object.
Throw like a metal rod,
and you try to block it. Like I get it if they can throw like.
I'm sure they can't do that because I'm pretty sure that would be illegal. Even if you sign a waiver, I don't think you can like kill and hurt people.
Well, you can't kill people,
but you can't like hurt people with their like, oh, give me consent and I'll hurt you. Like no.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't see why, and not like gruesome.
But I don't think like as far as
you
being
can sign a waiver to
business,
not have people revive you, like
if you're like.
But that do not resuscitate. But like what I mean is like.
What if you sign that? In
being
there?
a business,
like in very small print, it's like do not resuscitate if they go down.
Being like a business, I don't.
And really, at the end of all the slides, it's just a big concrete pad that like you hit it and it's like
you slam into it.
And you just like fall into spikes.
You're really hurt and it's like a do not resuscitate and you're there for 6 hours dying.
Oh my gosh!
Until close, it's like can you survive till close? Breathing on freaking one lung. I mean, I guess that's why you're breathing anyway, but. Don't we have like 2 lungs?
We have 2 lungs.
Yeah,
so one on each side.
And we don't need both, so I guess that was a stupid.
No, I think that's
we do.
kidneys. I think we need.
Is it
both
kidneys?
lungs.
We definitely need
kidneys.
both
We don't
lungs.
need both kidneys.
Okay. Yeah,
I
know
we
there's
need
one that we
both
can like
lungs.
give away and we don't need.
I mean, I'm sure we could survive for a little bit with only one lung. I don't think we can survive with without 2 lungs. Because like it basically is just like, and it like moves all the chemicals and crap. Because you got like carbon monoxide and all that crap. Human body's weird.
Yes, it is weird how things just operate like in here.
Without even our knowledge.
Don't you ever think about that? How fragile like
the
body is really. I mean, it's really tough too. Like there's things where I'm like, how did the body withstand that? But then there's other things where I'm like, also like. Your heart is right there. If I prick, you're dead.
If I just like punched it hard enough in that spot and like ripped it out.
Yeah, and like I freaking go Temple of Doom, and just pull out your heart.
Or might not do anything. I've got padding.
But I feel like it's so weird. Even with as much padding, clothing, whatever, like it's still only like that much between you and your heart. Like your heart's right there.
It is just weird to me to think about how fragile the body is sometimes. But then I also see stuff of like people jumping off of huge buildings or whatever and landing and
breaking some bones.
And just breaking a couple bones and being fine. Like, oh man. It's like, what the frick? You
I
should
regretted
be
it as soon as I did it. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you idiot. Of course you did.
I want to talk about traditions regarding haunted houses, because we have a very specific tradition that
very specific.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny.
I don't know if anyone else. Probably no one does it.
Like
obviously.
literally, the entire night is like planned out from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And it's one of my. Favorite
I was like,
things.
what is the certain tradition?
It's one of my very favorite things. Is we always go to Village Inn after haunted houses.
Well, and just the entire.
Even the drive there, we know what music we're
listen
listening
to.
to.
Specific.
Halloween
it's always
music,
DJ Jazzy Jeff. It's always like
that's true. The entire night is a tradition, from beginning to end.
And there's every like other year we'll bring somebody new. Stratton, Matt, please, just like there's always somebody new, and we do that same experience, and then when we end,
we throw them to the fire.
Yeah,
make them lead. No, I'm just kidding. I've actually grown to like leading sometimes.
Oh yeah,
you enjoy it more if you're in the back. Like most of the time, you don't get any of this.
Well, because like ever since I was 14 and started going, like I slowly started. Like I think last year was like the first time I led for a long time. At Nightmare, at least, and it's almost better because they most of the time don't scare the first person because they know that they're like the first person's the bravest. No. So they're like, oh, gonna do this. The middle.
I love the idea too of haunted houses and how like stereotypes in terms of like there's the classic thing like, oh, everyone wants to be in the middle. Because the front, you're going to get scared first. The back people can follow from behind. In the middle, you're kind of safe, tucked away. I remember specifically there was this year where there was a guy in front of me, and we were right in front of them, and I was leading for one of the first times ever. Like my dad was behind me or something, and I was terrified. And so I just grabbed onto this guy in front of me. I didn't even know who he was. And I don't even think he spoke English. And so he was just like...
I have experienced where it's the opposite, where there's nobody in front of us, but the scarers themselves will see me, and they'll look at me and be like, and then they'll scare the person after me. Or they'll ask me, like, what's the person's name behind me?
Oh, yeah, they've done that.
And then they'll be like, Connor or something.
I've never had them ask me about that.
Yeah, I've had it happen once at Fear Factory. That's where I had it happen. They were like, hey, what's that person's name? And I was
the best scare I've ever seen was with Hayson. On the screen. Remember when we walked into the room and it said Thrillers? And it had all the images of like Scream and all them, and Hayson was like, "Whoa, Thrillers!"
Oh,
and then like, the guy from Scream came running up behind the.
That was good.
I've never heard Hayson scream like full force before.
That was like
awesome.
He got me good.
Full force scream. Oh my gosh,
that was way good. I love that. One of my transitioning to Fear Factory a little bit. I think that kind of wraps it up for Nightmare. But Fear Factory. One of the best rooms in there is, as we talked about, they literally have this bridge where you're going across.
It's a long bridge.
It's a long bridge
because it's
just
connecting the two factories.
It's grates under you.
Yeah,
and we're talking it's a 70-foot drop.
Oh,
at
easy.
least something at least.
Like anything would be dead.
Like you'd be dead falling from.
And
this thing.
At least from what you can see, it doesn't look like there's any nets. I'm sure there are.
No, there aren't.
No.
Well, what I mean is because like I've heard that there's like.
I don't think there is.
I mean, it's a solid floor. I mean, you're on metal.
You're good.
Like,
yeah.
But...
Because the person I worked with before
and they don't want any deaths. Like, they'd be shut down immediately.
Well, he said that he worked at Fear Factory. There's something. There's like some sort of failsafe, just in case.
I don't think so.
I think
you're just telling yourself that.
No, like they literally say that. No,
I don't think so. I think you're just.
I'm almost sure there's not. It would make no sense for there to be because it's a fine floor.
You're good.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going.
It's an abandoned factory. Though.
It's like when you like this, like how there's the glass when there's glass floors. There's nothing under there, like to save you if that glass were to crack.
Yeah,
but it is like strong glass.
Yeah, but this is metal. Like you're good.
That's true.
I do like Fear Factory's. Like they have all the big. Factory stuff with the...
Yeah.
They do, like, paintings and stuff on it. Mural stuff.
Yeah, it's always
Nightmare
different.
does that, too, actually. But I like Fear Factory's kind of setup.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's cool. Because when you can drive by it. You literally drive past Fear Factory more than any of them. Because it's right to the city.
It's right off I-15, so...
And you can see it. It's super sick.
And that's a big road. That goes across... Not all of America.
It's from, like, San Diego to the edge of, like, something.
But it's right off I-15, so if you want to go on a drive... all down I-15, you'll pass Fear Factory at some point.
And it's a nice drive because it's just straight.
Haunted Forest I love though because I love the outdoor nature of it actually.
Yeah, because
it's kind of crisp out.
It's the only one that's really outdoors the whole time.
Really I will say one thing they've gotten better at, but still struggle just a little bit, is lighting. Because if you go when it's too late, there's some rooms you can't even see.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not in a way that it's scary, in a way that's like, oh, I wish I could see what this is. Mm-hmm. Like specifically, there's the ring room where she comes out of the well. You can barely see it sometimes. Yeah. And you're like,
yeah, that is a cool room though. My favorite room from Haunted Forest, and I don't know if they had it last year, but with Pennywise. Do you remember?
Shooting down the sewer
in the water.
Yeah, they have like a light, like
the green light.
It's like mist with water,
where it looks like
water.
fog. Yeah,
and he's just
it looks like water. Like it looks like they're
It straight up looks like water.
Well, then he comes from the side in the sewer, and he's on like a conveyor belt or something because he like shoots forward.
I don't think so. I don't remember that.
I think his head literally just comes above the mist.
Yeah.
That you're under.
I'm thinking of, because that must have been more recent, because remember there was the year where he's on like, it's not a real person.
Oh yeah, no, you're thinking last year then.
And he like was on
this was a real
person.
We're talking
shooting forward.
We're talking a couple years ago.
And it was just
a
his
real
head?
person. It was a real person.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Because I remember the Pennywise, the real Pennywise, because he would also like stand up and just stand there like, out in the back. Scary. I don't know.
This is a different one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because there's a lot of places that do Pennywise.
Yeah.
Because even Nightmare did Pennywise.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I'm thinking.
That's another thing I was going to say actually about Nightmare is it's interesting because when they first, like a long time ago, most of their rooms were themed after movies, which is really cool. And they still do that a little bit.
But they're doing it lately.
But lately they've been doing their own thing.
Which is cool.
But I almost wonder if it's because they got into trouble or somehow.
I mean, I bet they
with,
did.
Like, companies, because most of their rooms were themed after movies, because they used to have a psycho room.
Yeah,
and that was my favorite room where
they had the psycho killer.
Well, I guess I don't want to say who it is, but a person comes out with a knife, and because it would be spoilers, but they
were always in a different spot. Sometimes they were behind the door.
Yeah, behind the door, in the shower. Yeah, it was good, and we'd always think they were in the shower.
And it was always the video that would play outside in the waiting.
And that's another thing Nightmare does that's awesome is they have videos while you're waiting in line of people of past scares.
When it makes you think it's the current year, so you're like, you're expecting.
Yeah, you're like,
it's gonna be. That's where they'll be. But then it's from last year.
Yeah, they did that with the psycho room where every year he comes out of the shower. But
when we went, we were expecting
it.
And
he came behind, out of the bed, which was creepy. But
and then they did a lot more of like the theme rooms. I remember one of the first rooms was the big room with the bed, and the bed would shake like gong, 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 and you'd look above you, and there was a Chucky that would like drool. It had like water would drop from it. Remember? And it was a Chucky room. But now, remember, it's just pumpkins. It's like Halloween.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Halloween.
Oh no, that one's awesome. It's Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Okay,
Sam. Yeah, that room's actually awesome.
The coolest themed room is Insidious.
You
walk up and
they got rid of that.
There's a model house door with the red door.
And then the demons in the corner, and he comes flying out at you.
You can
They're on
him.
like a bungee cord.
Yeah, and he goes,
where they can get right up close
to you. It's freaking terrifying.
It's awesome.
We've talked a lot about the best. What about the clown rooms?
Those are great too because they're once again kind of breather rooms.
Yeah,
where it's like
I will say if you're afraid of clowns, it's probably like terrifying. But for
never
most people,
the clown fear.
I mean, I guess I could understand it a little bit during like 2016 when there was like the killer clowns. I was like, okay, maybe like
I don't think any of those actually killed people. Though.
Well, but like I think it was still scary. Like,
I remember Pennywise,
and I remember I had like a scare where like I was like walking to the bus stop. And I kept thinking there was like a killer clown, and then like a pigeon like went flying, and I was like, ah!
That just sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, no, yeah, but like
I had like a mental issue.
Yeah, but I've never.
And then there was that one time where there was a killer clown chasing me in my sleep. Oh my gosh!
And I woke up and I couldn't move, and I was.
It was right above me.
No, yeah, I've never understood it, but I guess I could like kind of see during that time. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've just never clowns have never really scared me. I mean, Pennywise is freaky because he can like morph.
Well, and he's like a monster.
Yeah, he's like a monster.
He's not just a clown.
Like a clown itself has never been like, oh my gosh.
No, a clown.
Yeah. So those, they always have a clown room. I don't know why. They always.
It isn't. No, it's not a room. It's like a whole section.
Yeah, it's a whole section.
Which sucks.
That's another thing we forgot to mention is Nightmare usually is split into 3 sections. Mm-hmm. There's always a clown room, and then there's 2 others.
Well, they have themes too.
Yeah.
That's the one. We didn't even mention that they have themes.
They alternate every year.
They always have 3 themes every year,
which keeps it fresh.
And, 2 years ago, they only had 1. They did 1 special year.
They've been doing that lately. This year is 2.
It's 2.
Well,
it's 1.
No, it's 1. Yeah, they've been doing that recently. Like I think this year is. I can't remember. I gotta look. Zombies again.
That was one of the coolest years.
That was,
it was during
Mutants,
Walking Dead's biggest time.
Yeah, I loved the 13 Levels of Fear one.
13 Levels of Fear was my favorite because they had the room where it was the fear of 13.
Yeah, with all the 13
numbers. Oh my gosh,
that was cool. What was I going to mention about Nightmare on 13th?
I'm looking up what it is this year.
Oh, you are? Okay.
So. Helheim.
Oh, Helheim. That's right. Like God of War.
Yeah.
Like Helheim.
What? That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like Norse.
Oh, I'm excited to
Oh,
see
it's
the
a new.
rooms.
They have a new entrance too.
Yeah, they have a big tower. Have you seen them
Yeah, it's
construct
awesome.
it?
No, I've seen it in person. I've driven by it.
Oh,
It's
really?
awesome.
Did you watch the video on Twitter of them constructing it where they built it? It's freaking sick.
It's way cool. Yeah.
A group of killer clowns. This is Ice Cream. So this is their like
It's back?
their new thing.
Oh, this is the
A
one
group
room?
of killer clowns have decided it's time to go into business for themselves and have taken over an abandoned ice cream factory. Little do we know that, about what's inside of their new product. Ice cream.
So maybe the
Wait, so the extreme
dark
rooms?
rooms are where the
Extreme
clowns
rooms are clowns now.
Okay. So maybe the clowns won't be in the main thing. Which is
Yeah.
kind of nice.
That's good.
The Helheim.
Wait,
that's
it's-
gonna be cool.
Oh no, the extreme is still the aliens. It looks like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause then there's-
It's kind of funny that you mentioned Disney with like their pre-show room because it's like it says a one-of-a-kind Disney-esque pre-show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on their site,
Oh,
packed
nice.
full of animatronic
Wow.
scares.
There we go.
That's funny.
Exactly. I want to do a quick rundown here of the 15 best haunted houses in America. I think it would be so cool one day to like go to other haunted houses in other states,
See if they're good.
see if they're
Or
as
like,
good or whatever. Because
What if we go to one in like California, like the biggest state, and it's just trash?
they suck. Yeah. Oh, nowhere I have wanted to go is the Halloween Horror Nights in Universal. That would be cool. I've heard those are really cool. They
Dang,
even have
Helheim looks sick.
They even had like a Batman Arkham themed one a few years ago, which is awesome. I think when Arkham Knight came out. And they retheme it every year. They have Stranger Things, Walking Dead, all that. So that'd be fun to check out. But
Did you guys go to Comic-Con this year?
Well,
yeah,
earlier,
spring. Yeah.
Oh, I mean like this one.
Not fall.
Oh.
No.
Because I wonder if they usually have the Nightmare
Booth.
and then that's when we see what's new.
Yeah. But so number one on Reader's Digest here, they got Asylum 49, Tooele, Utah, which is crazy. That's cool. Then we got Netherworld, a haunted house from Norcross, Georgia. This looks like
A lot of clowns.
Clowns.
What the heck?
Yeah, it looks like a clown haunted house. So I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know. This one looks cool. Terror Behind the Walls at Eastern State Penitentiary.
A prison.
It looked, and it looks like this
Probably an
prison
old
looks
closed
like
prison.
a castle. Like this thing looks old, which is dope. It would be so fun to just go on it. But one of the hard things is like, when are you ever going to other states during October or September?
And then gonna go to a haunted house.
And go to a haunted house.
It's like we went for Disneyland,
That's true, but it's like
but we never thought
We
to
were
go
at
to a
Disneyland.
haunted house.
we're in Disneyland. It's
You,
like,
know, you
let's go
don't
to a
think,
haunted
let's
house.
go to a haunted, yeah.
Yeah, and we go to some like ghetto haunted house where we get shanked or something.
Here's the truth is, dude, I have faith in Utah's haunted houses. I think that they're some of the best. Like, I really do.
But we have no knowledge.
Because
what
like
they could be.
we've been to even some of the Utah's other ones. And like,
Yeah.
like Castle of Chaos, the Haunted Circus. I feel like that's how most of the out of state ones are.
I mean, I'm pretty confident that Nightmare on 13th is one of the best. In terms of production.
Production value,
it's so
yeah.
good. Then we got Thrillvania, Terrell, Texas. This looks kind of cool. It looks like a Resident Evil-esque mansion. 100 Acre Manor, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
100 Acre Woods.
Nashville Nightmare. It's in Tennessee.
I remember me and Connor had a really cool idea for like a haunted town
Yeah.
where you had to collect keys.
They should do like a whole haunted neighborhood or something
Yeah.
like that. That'd be so cool. And have it be open world-esque. I think that'd be awesome. And then you got to find a way out.
Yeah.
Make it... What I want so bad is an escape room haunted house. And I know they have like Nightmare on 13th as their escape rooms. I don't want an escape room. I want an escape house or mansion or like haunted house. It's like huge.
Escape prison.
An escape prison. You got to get out of this huge place like Alcatraz. Can you imagine? Know how cool it'd be if Alcatraz Island during October did like escape
That would be
Alcatraz.
awesome.
And you go around and you have to try and...
Mob of the Dead.
It's so cool too because dude, Alcatraz is legit just like how Mob of the Dead is.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, we
They
went
made
when
it
we
exactly.
went. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They even have like the warden's key, which
Yeah,
is hanging
the
from a
warden's key
thing.
is literally
it's
hanging
literally
from a
hanging
thing.
from a thing.
It's funny.
And we were like, what the heck? And they're like, they did this so if there was a prison riot, they could just raise up the key so that nobody could get it. I'm like, why don't you just keep it in your pocket?
Well, if they killed the guy, nobody could get to it. Though.
Oh
It's up
right,
high.
yeah.
The House of Horrors, Haunted Catacombs. That's in Buffalo.
But then the prisoners could just lower it.
Who knows?
There has to
It
be
was
some
it was
sort of-
the
I
it
think
was the
they-
20s.
Yeah, I don't know what they're.
They weren't thinking.
Or they
very
could
much.
climb. I'm sure somehow. Like, Haunted Hotel. We should go to this one because this is in San Diego, so that's not too far from Anaheim. Next time we're in California. Dent Schoolhouse, Cincinnati, Ohio. That looks kind of freaky.
Well, let me see. That one actually does look kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like a schoolhouse. That actually kind of creepy. Woods of Terror, North
Haunted Forest.
Carolina. Yeah. And that's it. That's the...
Nightmare didn't even make
15.
a list. All right.
Yeah, lame. Well, let's
Yeah.
see. There's more.
There's more lists.
Jessup, Maryland. I'm not going to read all of them. Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
Boo all of them.
Yeah, and so that's the... those are the best haunted houses in America. Do you guys want to do a quick Halloween trivia game between you two?
Yeah.
So...
I feel like I'm going to get blown.
Well, before that...
Is it Halloween movie trivia or just Halloween in general?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because like the history of Halloween, where did it come from?
Where did Halloween originate?
I could actually help with that one. It was called All Hallows
Hey
Eve.
Siri.
Hey Siri. No, real fast though. Do you guys have anything else about haunted houses specifically you want to share?
I can't wait to go this
I'm
year.
so excited.
Yeah, you need to go. Let us know what you guys think about haunted houses and leave it in the comments below. We actually legit want to know. We'll talk about it on.
And if you guys have-
if you have traditions like Halloween traditions like we do, and specifically haunted house traditions, because honestly, Nightmare on 13th and haunted houses are like one of the main things I associate with like Halloween time.
I think you guys should also try to decide what is the best haunted house and the scariest. I think we should also try to do that. Like, what do we think is the best and then the scariest? You know, because I don't think Nightmare's the scariest. Like I'll say, like I think Haunted Forest might be scarier.
I don't even think Haunted Forest is scary. I like Haunted Forest the outdoor. I think Fear Factory is the scariest.
See, I actually think Fear Factory is one of the cooler ones. But I like when I went to Fear Factory when we went with my mom that one year. Literally, I was like leading the entire time. And
We went.
scary
We did
until
go.
that
We
red
went
one.
November 1st though.
Yeah, so
We
it
went
might have
after
been
Halloween,
just.
and they said they were like scaling back people.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been a different like.
Remember, there was
section.
like kids.
Yeah, there was kids. They literally
Had kids dressed up in
10-year-old
like football
kids,
pads,
like,
and they were like football pads, and they were like hitting things and being weird.
Yeah, I was like, okay. That's scary.
I guess I just didn't have a good experience with
All
Fear
right, I'm
Factory.
gonna stiff arm you.
Fear Factory is cool though, because their production value once again is cool. It's not on par with
because it's
Nightmare.
legit. Like,
Yeah.
going back to Fear Factory real fast, people died there. Like,
Yeah.
that was a legit thing. I don't know how long ago, but there was people that died there. They say it's haunted. They say there's spirits there.
Yeah.
Unlike Nightmare on 13th or
Which
Haunted
it was a
Forest.
car dealership. Nightmare on
Fear
13th.
Factory?
No.
Oh yeah,
Nightmare on 13th.
yeah. Nightmare on 13th was a car dealership.
And then they just made it into
Completely
a haunted
changed
house.
it. But yeah, Fear Factory is one of the few that's actually haunted. Like, people
Yeah.
died there, or at least that's what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, people
I'm
died
sure
there, but they say it's haunted. Is what I mean.
yeah.
But also, yeah, if you guys have like traditions you do, I want to hear about them because I think those are really fun. Oh, and real fast, my personal ranking, real fast. Nightmare on 13th, number 1 for me, and then I got to go Haunted Forest, then Fear Factory, and then kind of anything after that.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
See, I agree. I think Nightmare on 13th, Haunted Forest, Fear Factory. I haven't been to Haunted
scares,
Circus.
I don't know if I could pick one.
I haven't been to Haunted Circus, but I did go to Castle Chaos, so I have to put it there. Even though I've heard that Haunted Circus isn't bad.
No,
And
Haunted
that
Circus
it's not,
is good.
and that they're actually not just doing clowns.
Did you say you haven't been to Castle Cast?
No, I haven't been to Circus, but I've been to Castle Chaos.
Oh.
So, but it was on a date when I was like 17.
Hmm.
So I don't really know if they've gotten better or what.
Yeah,
It's been like 3 years.
Castle Chaos it was okay. It was good. Haunted Circus is.
It was better than I imagined.
I mean,
I haven't been
been
to
to
a
a horrible.
about
I haven't
Castle
been to
Chaos.
like a horrible one, and we're not even mentioning stuff like corn bellies.
Oh my
or
gosh.
stuff like that. Like those aren't even. Those
No.
are like fake haunted houses. Oh, and we got Frightmares. Frightmares is another thing. too.
Frightmares. I will say Frightmares, it's not bad. Their haunted houses are not bad.
We should go to Frightmares this year.
We should. I want to.
This Lagoon, right?
Yeah. That'd be fun.
They because like what they'll do is like, they'll have like the normal lagoon and it's just like Halloween, but then like at 8:00 it starts like the horror and there'll be like horror guys, kind of like how Evermore did. Like the horror people will start walking around, the haunted houses open up. And you can there's like 4 or 5 separate little haunted houses. They're like 10 minutes each. They're pretty cool.
I have a specific memory of Frightmares when I was younger, going with like our entire family. It was the only time I've ever been.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I also want to mention something really funny. At Nightmare on 13th, they used to have Beetlejuice, and he farted ring circles. And it was like this classic thing to me. I don't know. I just wanted to put it out there.
That was like the best thing
It was
for
so-
you.
I just remember
because I was so
farts.
little. I was just like, wow, and like I was so scared of everything else, but Beetlejuice was funny, and he'd go like this, and all of a sudden, and like ring farts would come out.
What the frick?
And like their theater room was actually really comedic back then, and I remember being so happy. I was like, "Yay!" And then
Well,
all of a
even
sudden
like
they let us
Saw,
through it.
they would like make fun of Saw because he would like roll out on his tricycle like
Oh well, and they even had
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, burn Napoleon Dynamite.
in an electric chair like.
So Napoleon Dynamite is like really popular here in Utah specifically because the filmmakers were from BYU. But like I feel like when Napoleon Dynamite came out, so many things were implementing it and stuff, and they literally had a Nightmare on 13th Napoleon Dynamite animatronic come out and like be in an electric chair and getting shocked like, you freaking idiot.
And like now they have the same, I think, model, and it's just a guy with like an afro, but he's still getting electrocuted. They should have just kept it.
Yeah, and he had a vote for Pedro shirt on, which is funny. Yeah.
And they had like voice lines that he would say, you idiot, it hurts. It hurts real bad. Yeah.
It hurts real bad?
It hurts real, like, my lips hurt real bad.
Oh, my lips hurt real bad. Yeah, that's right. We should do a topic about Napoleon Dynamite one day.
Kids shows, nostalgic shows we watched.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a kid's show, though.
No, I didn't mean kids. Like, us
just
as kids.
when we were kids. Yeah,
when we were kids.
Uncle Rico, I throw that football over the mountains.
Why'd we throw that ball over
Coach would have put me in the second and fourth.
We would have been state champions.
No doubt. No doubt, my man.
When he talks to the farmer's like, I'm afraid I have to get the master.
Boy, I don't know what.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
I like when Napoleon's like, do the chickens have sharp talons?
What?
The chickens have sharp talons.
What?
Boy, I don't know what in the heck you just did.
Well,
the farmer though too with the gun, and he's like, can't get this thing to work. And that was the school bus. And all the kids like, Tina, you fat lord, come get some food.
Eat the food.
I love the Uncle Rico too, and he's like, hey kid, have you ever looked into stuff like time travel? Easy.
No! Kill!
Stupid thing doesn't work. I could have told you that. Oh, that's my favorite scene. I think my favorite scene with Napoleon Dynamite is Kip when he's trying to sell the plastic stuff, and he puts it behind his car. He's like, he's trying to tell her it's like super durable. He's like, and the Mexican lady's just watching him, and he just like backs up, runs over,
crushes it,
and then he's just
ding
it, and just drives off. He just drives off in the middle of the cell.
Well, and then Uncle Rico goes to the big tough guy's house with his wife, and he grabs the balls. He's like, if you put them
right here,
and then the guy walks in.
Bob, dude, like,
do you think I got where I am today? Because I'm just like Peter Pan.
You think I go home at night to start that night?
Because the buff woman. It's so good, dude. But then freaking kept going out. He's like, get up here. Right? I want you to try to kick me. All right, try to kick me. Jeez.
Ow.
It's so good. Oh, and then he's quoting the entire movie at this point, but
or Kip and Napoleon when they get up there, and he's
yeah,
like, you answer the door, or the door, the phone rings, and he's like, I'll get it.
Well, then would you like to buy some what are they called?
Oh, some friendship bracelets.
No, they're not even. Yeah, there's something weird.
Oh,
like
some charm.
He's like, I'm trying to make some money for college, and then gives that.
Your mom goes to college.
that was like such
that's where that came from
of the time too, where like your mom jokes were so big, and they didn't even make sense. Like that when
your mom
makes no sense, but it's so good.
You're drinking 1% milk because you think you're fat.
You could be drinking whole. And then Kip like.
I was gonna go to prom with my cousin.
I'm training to become a cage fighter.
I'm training to become a cage fighter.
Yeah, right, Kip. Me and you both know your reflexes.
Why don't you come up here and hit me, Napoleon?
Why don't you come down here and try to hit me? See what happens.
I've been chatting online with babes
all day. Or then the
Latifah comes
yeah.
Latifah,
No, Latifah. It's LaFonda.
No, she takes off.
Latifah would be better.
Yeah. She takes off her flip flops and like touches his toes, and then he takes off his shoes and he's got socks. And he starts touching her foot with his socks.
I love when LaFonda comes over too, and Napoleon's like working out super hard, and he gets the Gatorade. He's just like, yeah.
And then Kip shows up and he's got a do-rag on and like chains and stuff, and the Fonda takes off his glasses.
You ever taken off any sweet jumps? Anyway,
good movie.
Napoleon Dynamite, go watch that if you have.
I was up in the alpacas with my cousin hunting wolverines.
You shoot me? or would you shoot him with? Freaking 12 gauge. What do you think?
Girls only like guys with great skills.
Oh,
You know,
and freaking
nunchuck skills.
Dawn
bow
is
staff skills.
freaking hilarious too. One of my favorite scenes is when Summer's up there performing, and then he's the only one standing up. He's like, yeah. It's so good. Or like when he gets the badge from the boy, and the boy just
The boy's like, hey, Don, can I have one of those?
Can I have one of those?
Sure, no point.
Sure, Blaine gives it to him. Shuts it down the hallway and then runs off.
So awkward. It's such a good character.
He
Oh my
is.
gosh.
The bully, when he just walks by and shoves him into the locker, and then the bully like kicks him. Anyway,
Oh my
moving on.
god.
Thank you for listening to the haunted houses portion of this episode. Like I said, let us know what haunted house memories you have and your favorite haunted houses, where you're from specifically, with your social security number. No.
Tell us where you're from.
Tell us where you're from, but like what haunted houses are big in your area.
Add your social security, preferably credit card number.
Yeah,
Give us your address. You know what time you go to sleep, what time you get home.
What time? Give us your daily schedule.
Are your parents usually home? How many cameras do you have outside your house?
Do you have an alarm system?
Is there one spot that's like a blind spot that maybe somebody can slip in?
Is there a room that you happen to leave unlocked today?
Is your attic like big enough to fit like a human-sized man with a bed, maybe a camera?
Is there any
doctors?
leftover food up there? You ever just happen to, you ever happen to throw leftover food up there?
How
Anyway,
many condoms are in your drawer? Sorry.
we're gonna play a Halloween-esque game here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have Hayson and Tanner compete against each other like old times. Because
It's always us.
with these, I'm be honest, I know most of them. I know 95% of them. I went over this list. 95.
95%.
I know 95% of them, at least, I think. So we're going to have you guys go up against each other. And what this is on thequiz.com. Can you name every single horror movie character in this quiz? So these are horror movie characters.
Oh, and you're going to give us details?
Here's what we're going to play.
no.
I'm going to show you a picture of them. And what's going to happen is it's going to be 10 points if you can give me their name. Their exact name. Not, trying
they're
to come
from.
up with, like, their exact name. And then if you can name what they're from, you get an additional 5 points. So we're going to play like old times where whoever buzzes in first gets to go first. And they get a chance at the name. And if they can only get the name and not the title, then the other person gets a chance.
Are you going
at
to
the
show
title.
us a picture or describe it? Because to show
I'm going
us
to show a
will be
picture.
little hard.
I'm going to show a picture, and then if neither of you guys can get it, we're going to go into multiple choice. And then you each get a guess, or whoever buzzes in first during the multiple choice. But you have to let me say all of them. All right?
Okay.
We'll kind of go over the rules as we go. But we're going to go ahead and start. It's going to be super easy to start. So you guys need to be paying attention here. First one to buzz in, okay? It's going to be pretty easy. It gets harder as it goes. All right.
Dracula.
Hayson
I beat
buzzed
the-
first.
Do we have to
Hayson-
eat?
You had to.
Oh,
beat.
I didn't know we had to eat.
Yeah, Hayson beat it first. Okay, so Hayson gets 10 points. Now, Hayson, can you tell me what
Why
this
10?
is from?
Oh.
Dracula.
Good job. All right.
Dumb.
So Hayson gets 15
It's
points.
Dracula from Dracula.
So if you guys can keep track, maybe in your phone on like a notes or something, keep track of your points. So Hayson's at 15. Tanner's at 0.
Do it, Hayson.
Well, I'll let him log his points, and then we'll go on to the second one. All right. And yeah, you guys can follow along at home. If you guys want to see the pictures, just scroll down on thequiz.com.
That's why you think you should describe them, because then they can play along and maybe guess first. See if they can guess
I don't know how I'm
first.
going to describe them.
Just say,
No,
like,
just keep
what
doing
they
it,
are.
guys.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna
what they
get
look
harder.
like.
Yeah, they're going to get really hard. Some of them, like, I don't even know some of them.
Like, you could describe what they're wearing, what they look like.
I think this is probably best. They can follow along and
Okay.
see the pictures too. So
And as he's scrolling down, we're gonna be able to see it slowly. So
yeah.
we're not gonna see the full picture. So
All right, okay, you guys ready?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein
Frank! I just think of
Hayson gets
from
10
Frankenstein.
points from. I'm pretty sure it's from Frankenstein. So we're gonna only give you 10 on that one though, because I don't know exactly what.
Pretty
his
sure it's
first
from
appearance
Young
was.
Frankenstein.
No, Young Frankenstein. No, that's freaking Mel Brooks. That was like in the 70s
So I just get
or
10.
80s. Yeah, so just 10 for that one. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
No, because in Young Frankenstein, there's an adult Frankenstein.
Yeah, but it's not his first appearance.
This is the first appearance of them?
I'm sure
sure
it is.
looks like
it.
it.
Sure looks like it, yeah. At least in terms of movies. All right, here we go.
Jason Voorhees. Frick!
Jason Voorhees.
You got to beat.
Friday
You
the
got to beat. All right. Hazen
This
get
game,
it.
I hate that you have to eat.
So you get 15 because you got Jason Voorhees and Friday the 13th. So good job.
Tanner, I'm kicking your anus.
There better be a lot.
What was that?
I'm not, there's no way I can catch up.
Oh, there's a ton. There's a ton.
Okay.
So, all right.
Eat. Shoot, I can't eat.
Leatherface.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I can't remember his name.
I know. So here's what I'll do. I'll tell you what movie they're from.
No, I know what movie they're from. I already know the movie.
And then if you guys still can't
Can
get
I name the movie and get the 5 points? And then if I think of the
sure,
name,
you can choose to do
Silence of
title.
the Lambs.
Okay, good job. So Tanner gets 5. So keep track of that. So yeah, if you can't get the character's name first, you can guess title first. But you have to know one or the other.
It's so easy. His name, like his lines and everything. It's classic.
I never watched Silence of the Lambs.
I know, but you know his name. I mean, freaking people. So
Have
many
some
people.
fava beans
Yeah.
with a nice
Chianti.
Chianti.
I ate his liver.
With some fava beans. Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
wait,
well,
wait,
let's
wait,
call
wait,
it.
wait,
Just
wait, wait,
remember.
no.
You get 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go multiple choice. All right.
Give me the cake.
Okay.
No,
No, here we go.
Name the
multiple
first letter.
choice. I'm gonna go through multiple choice here. You have to you guys.
Because multiple choice would be easy. Because once you say the actual one, we'll know.
And then whoever
Say the
beats
first letter of the first name.
That's not gonna help. This is.
It will. I guarantee you.
No,
'Cause
because
just
it'll
having
help you.
trouble.
It won't help Hayson. This one, you guys both get a chance. How about this? For multiple choice, you guys both.
I have to
write
catch
down-
up somehow. Why can't we just do the
This-
first letter?
This is a good idea. I got a good idea for multiple choice. I'm gonna go through the multiple choice. You guys each write down which one you think it is. You guys can both win it for this one, if that makes sense. So if you both guess the same one, that way it's not just like who shouts it out first for this one.
So
All right?
both write it down?
Yeah, write down which one you think.
No,
it is
because
out
what
of
if we
the four.
both get it right?
Then you guys both get points.
No, because
Yeah.
I know it. I know it.
But you don't.
If I just had a little more time.
All right.
No,
you
wait,
ready?
wait.
Here we go.
No,
and
no,
don't make
no.
any sounds because you don't want to give it away because Hayson get the points.
Let's
on
just do
this
the
one,
thing that whoever says it first. Because
All
I would be
right, here we
happy
go.
to let him get it first.
No.
But no, because writing them both down and getting both points, that's gay. I know this one.
No. Here we go. Ready?
No.
Tanner.
Please.
Tanner, just do it. You got so many more. There's literally so many on this list. Okay.
Good.
The Wolfman. Black Phillip. Hannibal Lecter. Pinhead. All right, what'd you guys put?
Hannibal Lecter.
All right.
Frick,
you
how
guys
did I
both-
forget
I did
that?
know who that was.
You guys both
How
get
did I
10
forget
points.
Hannibal Lecter? If you would have said the first letter, I would have got it.
I know, but that would have been cheating.
How's that cheating? He has like 40
I have
points.
50 points.
Holy crap. But these points rack up fast. If
Yeah,
you get
'cause
the
if
title
you get one
in-
and you
it's
get both.
15.
Like I got the first two correct, and I got 25 points.
All right. Next one. Here we go. You looking?
Oh.
Ain't Norman Bates.
Norman Bates. Good job. Tanner gets
Ain't Psycho.
All right. 15 for Tanner.
So you know more horror than me, so you're gonna do better than this. Better.
I wish I could get rid of the description of them because I kind of.
I already knew it was from Psycho.
I knew that it was that. Once I read the top thing, I was like, oh, I know what it is.
Just close it a little bit so we can't see it, and then once you're out of the picture, just show it.
Okay. All right. Next up.
Jason Voorhees.
No.
No.
Wait, what?
Michael Myers.
Nice.
Frick! Jason
From,
Voorhees
from
is-
Halloween.
All right.
Yes!
15.
God dang it! I knew that too.
Another best.
Yeah, I thought you had it. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
got
thought you did
Jason.
too, yeah.
We already did Jason.
Gosh, dang it!
I know they're not gonna do it twice.
What are we at score wise right now?
45.
50.
Oh wow! So we'll see. We're within 5 points again, just like that. All right. Next up.
What the frick? I can't even. Alien from Alien.
Okay, you get 5. Do you know the name of the character now?
Xenomorph.
Oh, nice! You got it. Nice.
But he didn't go in.
Nice. But he
doesn't matter, he didn't already beeped
he had
in.
already beeped in.
No, because you have to beep twice.
No,
I've been beeping.
no.
He's been beeping twice too.
No, you get a beep once, and then you get the guess
That's
of the title
bullcrap.
and the
I've been
character.
beeping twice, and he's been beeping twice. He
No,
didn't
it's-
beep when he said Xenomorph.
No, it was part of the.
All right, beep Xenomorph.
That's so dumb. I've been saying the names first and then not beeping.
Okay, here's the rules then. We'll describe the rules.
You have to beep twice.
No.
To
What
say
it
both.
is you have to beep once, and then you get a shot at the title, or the character, whichever one you say first, and then you get 5 seconds to get the next part. So if you only know the character name, then you get 5 seconds to try and guess the title. If not, then the next person can beep in. Next one.
Freddy Krueger.
Ant Nightmare on 13th. Ant Friday the 13th. Ant Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my gosh, you're good. It is.
So
All right.
I get
5
5.
points.
So you get 10.
I get
Tanner
10.
gets 5. 10 for the character name, 5 for the title. But next time, Tanner, you have to give him just a little bit more time to
No.
say the title. Yeah.
If I get it, no, if I have the chance, I can say it. If
Sure.
I say it first.
Sure. No.
Because I knew he didn't know it, so I'm
No,
going
because
to say it.
otherwise Hayes could be like, Freddy Krueger, or Nightmare on Elm Street. We'll shout it
I have
out.
to wait till he's done with the name, and then I can say the name of the movie.
No. All right. Next up. You guys have been doing really good so far. I'm actually surprised that you guys have known. You've known every single one. There's not one you haven't known, except for Hannibal Lecter, I guess.
I knew Fred Hannibal Lecter, I just couldn't remember the freaking name. Ant Saw. Jigsaw.
Tanner gets 15. All right.
And then, yeah, so From Saw.
Yep. Good job. What are we at score-wise right now?
75.
Tanner.
65.
And make sure you put all your individual points as you're adding them up.
I know.
Okay. All right. You guys ready?
Leatherface.
Frick.
Okay.
From, he can say it if
You could try and still.
I don't know.
You don't know the title of the movie?
I mean, I'll take a guess.
You can take, yeah.
Leatherface? From Leatherface?
No. I mean, there is a Leatherface movie.
I don't
He's
know.
from Chainsaw Massacre. Right?
Yes, but that's not the full title. That's part of the title. So I
Chainsaw
can't.
Massacre.
No,
Oh,
I can't give.
can I guess?
Yeah.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
There we go. Yep. Okay. Hazen gets 5. Tanner gets 10. Because that's like saying Elm Street. He's from Elm Street. You have to get the full part of it.
The Chainsaw Massacre. I forgot Texas.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw. That's part of the title. All right. So 5 and then 10. Next up.
I think you're tied with me now.
I
Or
don't know.
5 points behind.
All right. Ready?
Oh! I blinked on it.
It's not who you're
You
thinking.
can steal it, Tanner, if you want.
Because I know he's thinking Ring. It's not Ring.
I don't know. I have no
She's
idea.
from.
So I know which one. So when I got to this point, I knew it. She was from, but I don't know her name. So her name, you guys are probably.
It's some weird Asian name.
I can't even think where she's from. Well, I think she's Ring, but she's not.
She's from. It's like The Feeling. The movie's from.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys.
She goes,
multiple choice here. Write down multiple choice.
She makes
for
that weird
the name.
sound.
Write down names. Here's the names for multiple choice. Okay, ready?
But I don't like this multiple choice game because once you
can
say
both
it,
get
we
points.
both know it.
No. I guarantee you guys won't for this one. Sadako. I don't know how that's pronounced. Ringu. Pariah. Senushu.
Ready?
Sadaku.
Yeah, I put Sudoku as well.
You guys both put
Yeah,
that?
I know
Oh,
it's
you guys
Sudoku.
are right.
I,
Yep,
I,
good
as
job.
soon as you say it, this is stupid. I
No,
know that.
I took a guess there.
Yeah,
I knew it was
I
Sadaku.
honestly had to take a guess on that one too. I don't think it was obvious. All right, yep, you guys both got it right. So 10 points.
Okay, just
for-
say the first letter of the movie name because I
No,
know
I'm gonna go
it.
through a multiple choice too.
No, because Connor, we know movies. This is dumb because then we're gonna
It's
both
not.
get it.
All right,
just
fine.
say the
Okay,
first letter.
First letter starts with a G. I'm gonna say something so it's not just dead silent. All right, time's up. Neither of you guys get it. It's The Grudge.
That's right. I knew that.
All right.
So if we would have said it, we both could have got that. But not
Yeah,
either
that's-
of us guessed.
I'd rather have that.
All right. Next up, you guys ready?
I can't remember.
It's not Jack Nicholson. That's the actor. Yeah, Aunt Johnny.
No.
Because here's Johnny. His name's Johnny.
His name's not Johnny.
Oh, I should know this.
He does say, here's Johnny, but it is not. His name is not Johnny.
Well, he's from The Shining.
Okay, so
So I
Tanner
get
gets
the 5
5.
points.
You got the movie. All right, I'm going to go through multiple choice. Ready?
This is so dumb because I know.
Freddy Krueger.
That's it. Yep.
See how stupid this is?
Norman Bates.
Just say the first letter of the name.
Patrick Bateman. Jack Torrance.
All right, you go, Tanner.
The Bateman one.
Jack Torrance.
Hazen got it. Boom! You proved yourself wrong, dude. Tanner got it wrong.
This is at 10 points, right?
Jack Torrance. Yep, you got 10 points for that. 10-5. All right.
What are you at?
Why is Jack Bateman or Jack Torrance Jack Nicholson? Same name as the actor.
Oh, everyone will just know it.
I'm Jack and you're Jack.
Everyone will know.
Jack, you're gonna be playing Jack in this movie.
They do that a lot, actually.
I can't
especially
believe I didn't know
older
The
movies.
Shining.
Shining. Well, you got the names.
I've never watched the movie, so.
It's a great one. It's really good.
What's your score, Tanner?
15, 30, 45, 50, 65, 75, 85, 90.
Put your total so you can
I'm at
then just
100.
add off of that. All right. You guys ready? Next one.
All right,
Pennywise.
Hey, I heard Hasten speak first.
From It.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Hasten gets 15. That one was easy. That was an easy one. All right, I think this one might be a little tougher for you guys. Ready?
Ant, the Invisible Man.
Yeah, good job.
Ant from the Invisible Man.
Yes, I believe so. Okay, well, I'm going to give you 5 for the name, because it is from the Invisible Man, but his name is not the Invisible Man.
Why would you give me
So-
5 for the name? We get 10 for the name. And
No,
then
5 for the
movie.
title. The title is the Invisible Man. The name of the character is not the Invisible Man.
What?
That's just the name of the movie. The Invisible Man, but he has
Ant
a name.
Invisible?
No.
Ant.
I'll give you guys a multiple choice here. Ready? Dr. Michael Stevens. Dr. Samuel Mason. Dr. Jack Griffin. Dr. Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry's an actor, so it's not that one. But can you say him again? I totally
forgot the
all
first
the
couple.
same.
Michael Stevens. Samuel Mason. Jack Griffin. Stephen Fry.
This is a guess. I put Sam Mason.
Jack Griffin, because
Tanner got it.
It's all bad guys are always Jack.
So Tanner's 15.
Jack is just an evil name.
So Tanner got 15 on that one.
Jack the Ripper. Jack
Ooh, this was
Nicholson.
gonna be fun. I'm curious if you guys will be able to get this one. Ready?
Well, I know the actor. I don't.
She's from The Office.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
is
she's from.
She's
Yep.
from the yeah. That's what she's known for.
Yeah,
It's what's her name in Office? I can't even remember.
didgeridoo. I don't know.
Yeah, she likes dogs.
No, she
I
has
don't know. This
dogs.
one might be a
She has
multiple
dogs.
choice one on both.
All right, you guys ready? Multiple choice for the character name: Ellen Ripley, Annie Wilkes, Sarah Connors, Emily Clausen.
What was the second one?
Annie
Rippers?
Wilkes. What do you do?
Wilkes. Eddie Wilkes. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay, Hazen.
Emily Clausen.
Tanner got it. 5. So 10 points, Tanner. Now for the movie, it starts with an M. I don't know if you guys will get it. An M, and then an I. And then an S. And then an E.
Listen,
And then an R.
Mister.
Alright, now you guys get points.
Misser?
Misery.
Oh,
I've never heard of that.
Wow. It's
Misser.
disturbing. It's about this Kathy Bates. She literally captures a guy in her house and beats his leg in. It's really gross. All right. I'm gonna skip this one because I don't consider him horror.
Probably like
skip that one
How to
too.
Train Your Dragon.
All right, here we go. Right? Yeah, they put friggin'
Toothless.
on here for some reason.
Who's this?
All right, next one. Ready?
Ant. She's from The Exorcist.
Yep, 5 points. Any of you guys know the name?
No.
All right,
clue.
multiple choice here. Belith, Ammon, Abraxas, Pazuzu.
Wow, what the frick? Go over those again.
Belith, Ammon, Abraxas, Pazuzu.
I'm going with Abraxas.
Abraxas, yeah.
You guys are both wrong.
Dang.
What was it?
Pazuzu. Dang it, I should have gone with it.
What the
F? I was like, sounds like a ritual.
So it's,
kind of
it's
thing.
got to be
It
like
is,
a demon then.
It is a demon. Yep.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. All right, next one.
No
I can't even
freaking
see
clue.
who that is. They're behind the thing.
I know.
I have no freaking
Ant
clue.
the Thing?
Yeah. Yep. You got the movie. It is from The Thing.
Ant the Thing. That's his name, right?
Yes.
His name's the Thing, so I got
Yep,
15?
You got 15.
Hey!
That's dumb. It's like the first two.
Because I recognize it's like the cover.
I didn't get
Even,
Frankenstein.
actually, the cover of the movie is
Frankenstein.
on
All right, next one. Here we go. I like this one a lot.
Ant from Trick or Treat.
Yes. So that's 5 points. Name? No one?
Ant Billy Halloween.
No. Not a bad guess, though.
That means I get the friggin'
Here's
multiple choice first.
multiple choice. Here we go. That was... You guess what?
Billy Halloween.
That's so crazy, because here's some of the options, right? Ben, Sam, Rick, or Sean. Ben, Sam, Rick, or Sean.
Ben.
Sam.
Yeah, Hazen got it. 10
Wow.
points for Hazen. Sam.
It
Sam
sounded. I knew it
Watkins.
once. Like I heard Sam, I was like, it's Sam. I know that.
I thought Ben. They both sound Yule.
All right, this one I wouldn't say
How many
is
are
fully
there?
horror. We're coming up towards the
Okay.
end. There's only a few more. I wouldn't say this is really horror, but I think you guys can get it, so we'll do it.
Ant the Predator.
I heard Tanner first.
They didn't
From?
even say the name. So. Ant the Predator.
Yes. 15.
Why do you wait?
Because I just want to
Yes.
make sure. I just want to make sure.
That one was really close.
That was super close. I barely heard Tanner first.
Well, I also said the name too, though.
I knew the name though. Like
Yeah.
I knew it.
Well, I know you. Well, of course.
Predator. All right, next one.
Ant from Scream,
I don't know who I heard first there, beep-wise.
Well, yeah, I knew it was.
but it's
Scream
from
too.
Scream,
It is from Scream, so we're going to eliminate that. Because I heard both
and
of you guys
that
beep at
and
the
that's
same time.
obvious.
Yeah. So what's the character's name?
Scream.
No.
Billy.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Nope.
Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice?
Neither of us
Alright.
know.
Michael Myers, the Predator, Leatherface,
It's gonna be the what?
or Ghostface?
And Ghostface.
It's Ghostface.
Gosh, what the frick?
Yeah,
That's
that
10
was,
each,
that was
right?
that was
Yeah.
a horrible. Yeah, 10 each.
But I knew
well
I
just
should have
do
known
zero.
Ghostface.
All right.
That was a funny multiple choice. It's like the biggest.
Predator?
Some of the.
Freddy Krueger, Toothless, Link, or Ghostface.
It's probably
Alright.
Ghostface.
And Chucky
Okay. Yep.
from Child's Play.
All right. Yep. 15.
From Chucky.
All right. Next one.
Ant.
Hasten. 4, 3, 2.
Spiky face. Gosh dang it! I knew it.
Isn't it from like Relinquisher or something?
No. So you guys both beeped and neither of you freaking knew.
No, I was thinking what it was from.
All right. I'm gonna give you multiple choice for the name. Freddy
I
Krueger.
had it for a second. I'm
Freddy-
gonna know it once. I hear
Spiky.
Freddy Krueger.
Spike face.
I gotta give the multiple choice. Freddy Krueger, Pinhead,
it. Oh, it's Pinhead.
Spike Face, Spikehead.
Pinhead.
Pinhead. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I ended up making up. the
What's he
multiple choice for
from?
that one because they were stupid.
Some of the V, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to guess? I'm gonna give the
No.
first letter. Starts with an H. Then an E.
Hellraiser. What in the world? American Psycho.
Yeah.
But I don't know
5
what
points.
the frick his name is.
All right. Multiple choice names. Pinhead.
Who's calling Pinhead?
Who's you calling Pinhead? Pinhead.
I'm Dirty Dad.
Larry Bates. The Wolf.
Yeah, that's the Wolf Man.
The Wolf Man. Ricky Bateman or Patrick Bateman?
Ricky Bateman.
Ricky Bates.
Both wrong. It was Patrick Bateman.
Ah!
I tricked you guys. I did my own multiple choice for that one. All
Because
right.
you knew it was like Freddy.
It was like Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Wolfman.
But they're so like, oh yeah.
Like,
And multiple choice. I don't know if I could have missed one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
All right, last one. Oh, wait, no.
How many are there?
I mean, there's a few more, but
We gotta end it.
Let's do two more.
We'll do two more. All right. We're going to do this one.
That gives me a chance to win.
I think you're winning.
No,
I think
I'm
we're
not.
tied.
This is not even close.
All right, we're going to do this one because I think it's funny. Ready?
Ant the devil? A goat? Like it's the devil.
It is the devil, but
Yeah,
that's not the
because
name
he's
of
in
the
a
character.
goat. The movie's name is the devil? Or?
No.
Satan?
No.
Lucifer?
No.
You said it's the devil, but that's not his name?
No.
Goat? Goat devil? Devil goat.
You can't just keep naming things.
He said it's the
All
devil.
right, okay, here we go.
I got it
Multiple
right. We're saying it
choice.
was the
Multiple
devil.
choice. Here we go. Blackjack. Black Phillip. Dark Damien. The Goat.
It's Black Phillip.
It's Black Phillip, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys both get it.
As soon as you said it, I recognized that name.
Is that 5 or 10? I'm horrible at this.
It's 10.
10
But
name.
you guys know
What's
the
it
title
from?
of what it's from.
No.
I'll give you a hint.
Goaty.
Starts with a W. Or if you want to, or technically, I'm not going to give you guys points for this. I'm just going to.
Whimsical.
Technically, it's 2 V's on the title.
The Witch.
The Witch. Good job. Yeah.
Ant from Leprechaun? The
Yes.
Leprechaun?
Dang it. Yeah.
Yep. But oh no, that's not his name.
I figured.
All right, so
I
you
just know
get 5
it's
points
from
for
the
the Leprechaun. All right, here's your multiple choice options: Daniel, Lubin, James, Moriarty.
Lubin?
Moriarty.
It's Lubin. What a stupid name.
Right. How many?
Lubin the
All right, what was
Leprechaun!
the
How many
final
points did you
tally?
score?
He's
He's in the 200s. It's not even close. He blew me out.
I need a calculator.
What the heck? Why didn't you just?
You
title
suck
what
at
you
tracking
did?
points.
It's a lot of points.
That
I had to give up at some point.
was pretty fun.
Okay.
I'm shocked how well you guys did. Actually.
15, 30, 35, 45,
My gosh.
50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 105, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170,
Great content.
He beat me already. It's over.
80.
All right,
90,
Tanner is your winner, everyone, but
200,
not by
210,
much.
205, 215.
All right, well that's
It had to be close. What were you at?
150. Wasn't even close.
150?
Yeah.
Tanner
You were
gave himself
destroying
some
me
extra
at
You
points.
got all the movies correct. You named every single one. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
movies.
I didn't name Misery or...
I didn't get either of
Grudge.
those either, though. And you got all the rest of them.
That's only 5 points. I don't know. It must have just been us getting the same points. The ones that you won, but I would get it 'cause the multiple choice, which I thought was stupid. Leatherface.
Well, thank you guys for playing the quiz. Can you name every single horror movie character in this quiz? That was fun. You guys did good. Way better than I thought you did. We thank you guys for joining us today. Like I said, leave us some haunted house stuff in the comments. Your favorite things. You can follow us on Twitter at Super Bros Videos, Instagram at Super Basement Bros. You can listen to us on all your favorite podcast services: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, all that good jazz. You can go on our website, superbasementbros.com.
Only on Mixer, A5 Assassin 720.
There you go. Anything else?
I don't have a mixer.
Anything you want to plug though? Or that good?
Buy Borderlands 3. Sponsor of Gearbox.
We'll talk about that in the news.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.